Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Sercacraft. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be hopefully collecting the rest of the ancient debris that we need. Because we only have 20 of them, and we need 36 in total for us to help Lord Cube get back their powers. Hello there, guest. I'm gonna go and do this just so I can get this thing, Come on. Come on there, buddy. There you go. Come on, buddy. Are these even okay, is this even going up? 397. Let's see here if I can click the right buttons. Okay, yeah, so it's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be dropping a lot of items over here, but that's fine. Alright, so this time hopefully we can finish off Lord Cube's task for us. So that we can help back Rosaria base from being corrupted by the Skulk, of course. So I got out of the cave area in which I was grinding for ancient debris. As you can see, pretty much. I did get the coordinates to the entrance in which that I did use to get there. So at the very least, if I ever wanted to return later on, I can. So there's that. I did teleport. Well, not really. But I did kind of teleport back to where the portal is, just so that I can always get. So I could always. So I could always so I could get back here. Come on. There you go. Ah, I could do it. Not enough. All right. Okay. Boom. Don't they have the soul sand? No, I don't have the soul speed thing. Okay. I thought I had the soul speed thing. I guess not. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, so pretty much what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get as far away from where we spawned in the nether, pretty much. Oh, hey, look, a bastion. Ooh. What do we see here? Ooh, we found an ancient debris. Nice. Hi. You, stop that. I could grab the gilded ones. I kind of like them. And they are pretty rare. Hey there, buddy. Yeah. You guys can go away. Alright, yeah, so let's go grab the gilded blackstone, because I think that's going to be pretty cool for us to get a hold of, and I have no room for it. That's right. Okay, so I did throw stuff in a shulker. Is this one right here? Okay. Let's throw the shulker right here, then. Okay. I'm going to throw the nether quartz in there for now, just so that I can, oops. Oops. A bit too much. There we go. All right, so oh, hey, look, a netherite upgrade thing. That's cool. I don't think I've never gotten one. So, and then before anybody says, but don't you have one at Arcanex? Yes, but a friend of mine gave me that. I didn't actually go and look for it. Sure, I'll just punch it. No point. No point doing anything with that. All right. Yeah, let's go with netherite upgrade. Perfect. I think that's it. Okay. I don't remember which of the Bastion strongholds or whatever you want to call this. The Bastion Remnant is like the best. I know there's like a layout that's actually like recommended or something like that, but I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. Ooh, crying obsidian. I also want these golden carrots. They're really good. So yeah, so just to update you guys on the channel stuff behind the scenes, because just in case anybody is interested, just in case. Mostly everything is ready to go. I just need to finish off something that I did for the Oblivion mod before I can start doing Oblivion modded playthrough again. Which is kind of funny though, because there's only like, because I thought I would have more time. I didn't. So yeah, so now I'm in that time crunch area, but like the mod is done to the way that I can say that it's in not a release state, but it's like it's close to saying like, hey, yeah, I can do episodes and it'll be fine. But not in a way that's like, oh hey, I am like perfectly comfortable with this version that I want to do videos with. Like it's not there quite yet. But it's pretty darn close. Yeah, I don't have enough. So I can't grab the music disc, which is fine. Actually, I could just grab the music disc. I should just throw it in here. Red. I'll throw this in here. Now, like, it's not like you're gonna actually find extras of that, like, lying around all willy-nilly. So I'll just grab that for now. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, should I try and attempt to make another cave over here? Yeah, probably. All right. We're just gonna end up like the other area. Oh, it's turning out to be looking like that other area, which I had to leave just by that alone. But yeah, so like the mod is almost done, and I'm kind of reverting it back to a previous state. Not necessarily like the Forgotten Armory kind of standards, which is what I originally named the mod, but kind of like what I was originally thinking of before. So pretty much I changed all of the editor ID stuff as much as I could. There's only a few things you can't change to 00AXM. So though I know for a fact that it doesn't conflict with any mod because nobody's gonna name their editor stuff for an Oblivion mod 00AXM. And then I thought against. Then I was thinking going with that, and then I thought again. Now I'm thinking against it. So now I'm gonna revert it back to where it was beforehand, where I changed it to 0AXM. Because the reason why I changed everything to 0AXM in the first place was because I was tired of having to search up AX in order to get to my stuff. Which is very annoying when you're trying to like edit an item and then all of a sudden you have to go down the list a little bit in order for you to get towards your item. So I'm thinking of just changing it all back to 0AXM instead of 00AXM because editor stupidity kind of thing. So yeah. So that's kind of like where my sort of head is at right now. Oh. I apparently didn't need to do that. My bad. This is what I was doing. Yeah. All right. But again, that's kind of like where my head is right now, is that I'm going to have to change everything slowly back to 0 AXM, which is fine. It's doable, but everything that I've done, though, so like I've changed all the leveled armor stuff to be used at, to be used like for my mod, so that at the very least, though, we'll have the leveled armor. So hooray, we'll be able to have the leveled armor back. But I've been doing a lot of other crazy shenanigans. One is that I did a workaround with the Nebula Rift Ring. Not the workaround that I want, but I have done a workaround that should, in fact, work. So at the very least, it should be ready. It should be good to go for now, but it's not in the state that I want it to be in, because it's not really what I wanted it to be. But at the very least, it's enough so that we can say, hey, you know, we can make videos with the Nebula Rift Ring again. Yay! Oh, but another thing that I also changed is that at one point I was thinking of making the Dark King, the Dark King's armor, and more importantly, the Dragon Lord armor, use up the set spells that I created for other things, or use spells up for other things. And I was thinking that it would be a great idea to do that, but then I was thinking, but then that would mean, though, like I would have to change the Dark King's armor, and meh. So I went for like sort of like team diversity pretty much, and I ended up changing it so though now it uses up spells like any other armor. So hooray. You'll know what I'm talking about when I do the next session, which will probably be tomorrow at the time of this recording, because as I said, I'm running out of videos, and I'll definitely be able to do that. On the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet front, I'll only be doing one extra Teal Mask video, which will be a complete, where we will be, well, I'll be showing off that I've EV trained all the Pokemon, and I'm hoping that by the time that day comes around where I actually have to, like, record that, I'll hopefully be able to get the Munchlax and the, what is it, the Fairy Flower, I think, or Fairy Feather, or something like that. It's like, it's something like that. Off screen, I'll hopefully go online and go do it. I can't beat normal difficulty for some odd reason, and well, I kind of know the reason, but I also don't want to blame it, because I mean, it's kind of like a, I don't want to say sad story, but it's kind of like a broken record at that point, pretty much. Just saying, oh yeah, the lag is what's making me not beat it. But it's the truth, though, because because in order for me to beat lag in Scarlet and Violet, what I do is that I make my character stand still for a little bit, and then the game goes, oh, right, yeah, thank you for staying still, so now I can catch up to what you're currently seeing on your screen. And it's like, great, but you know, this is a race, right? Like this is a race against time. So me wasting time trying for you to load up your shenanigans is actually not going to help me out in the end. And then I always lose. And I think I said this last time too, but I didn't even use Fresh Start Mochi for the, I think it was the Ursaluna. I didn't even use the Fresh Start Mochi for it. I just used my EV reducing berries. I didn't even use the mochis to go and EV train them, because I thought it would be not slow, but it would be, it's not really that needed. Plus, I can also save them for whatever for later on. So hopefully that'll be good to go. So we should be done Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the island of Kitakami by the end of October, which is good. I know, like, I'm probably one of the only people that are still probably playing it in October, or still have videos for it for October, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind, like, day one we're pretty on fire with it, and then like later on we're slowly beating the dead horse kind of thing. It's not kind of like how I want to do things, but you know what? It's it's fine so long as people know though, like, hey, like, you know, day one, I actually enjoyed the DLC. Like, I played a lot of it. You can see it in the videos. Like, I was very excited for it, and then all of a sudden, when I ran into that bug that I did, or that random error, I was a bit upset. But you know what? It's fine. So yeah, so all I gotta do is create the complete. All of the Pokemon have been EV trained. I want to give them all nicknames, but I want to do it all on screen, so that at the very least, like, it makes sense. If I could, okay, so I wanted to mention this. This might be like sort of like a hot take, pretty much, or like sort of like a very controversial thing. If I had the ability to sort of hack in Pokemon, so if I had the ability to do that, would I do it? Would I go into online competitions with those hacked Pokemon? No, I would not. Because I find that that would get rid of the whole tension, or not tension, but like the whole sort of like good sportsmanship of it. But then again, I don't go online for that kind of stuff though. I just have them so that way they're like, if somebody challenges me randomly on the street, at least I know that my Pokemon are like geared for that battle kind of thing. Not like that ever happens, but still, you know, you just want to have that ready to go pretty much. But in the case of, like, if I'm able to hack in Pokemon, what I would do is that I would have an extras of legendaries, though I have, like... So in the case of my Scarlet, what I would do is I would have an extra Koraidon and an extra... Koraidon and an extra... What is it? Like, the Loyal 3, Ogerpon, and all that stuff, so that they can be joining in the legendary collection. Well, I have a Let's Play version of those... specifically just so that I can enjoy them in the Let's Plays kind of, or in the playthroughs kind of thing, so they're like, we don't have to worry about, you know, Ogerpon getting to be like level 20 million pretty much. But mostly it's just for like those Pokemon that are really good for raids. So like Koraidon's really good for raids, but like mine is not really built for raids, if that makes sense. Yeah, like mine Koraidon's not built for raids. Mine's built to just be a very fast physical attacker, which I know is a very hot topic for a Koraidon, but still, like that's kind of like how I built it though. Like I built it as a very fast physical attacker because that's how I felt that that's how I felt it was. It was a very fast physical attacker. So whenever I kind of see though that everybody's like, oh, I recommend Koraidon, but with this specific EV build, it's like, oh my god, mine's not even that EV build. And a lot of times it's usually just, oh yeah, max health, max this. It's like, oh my word, like, because that's how raids are, is like, let's go max out health. It's like, it's just weird as all. I know ancient debris can't burn though, but still, I like to pretend that it does. 27? Okay, we're almost done. That's awesome. Oh, if we can beat it before the end of the session, I have something that we can do as well. The only thing is I don't remember where everything goes for it, and I didn't want to leave the nether. Literally, the only thing I did between this session and the last is that I left the cave, and then I went to the nether portal and then logged out. That's it. That's all I did. I didn't do anything else. Didn't spawn any items or anything like that. Just left. I didn't want to run around a maze on screen. But yeah, so like if they release, let's say, or if there's a build like, let's say, that Ogerpon for terror raids kind of thing, that's when I would go, okay, time to go for me to hack in a Ogerpon so that I can have one for specifically for raids and have one that's not for raids. That's all I would do. Like, I wouldn't do anything else. The other thing as well is that, like, I know I've been saying that I want to have a homebrew Switch, and no, it's not because I want to hack in Pokemon. It's because, like, I want to have a local backup of each and every one of my Nintendo Switch saves because I feel like I would definitely need my Nintendo Switch saves to be backed up on a local area rather than just on a cloud save based system. Because even if, let's say, I'm unable to pay for Nintendo Switch Online for whatever reason, or let's say I find that Nintendo Switch Online is no longer worth it kind of thing, I still want my saves to be backed up, which is why I would prefer a local backup. Like, don't get me wrong, I literally have a save directory. Like, I have a folder on one of my drives that specifically has, like, every save I've ever had. Like, even for, like, Oblivion, Skyrim, like, even the Nehrum, it's in there. It's all in there. The only thing is that, like, for those specific... I don't want to say mods, but for those specific saves, though, they will work if you just drag, drop where they need to go, and then poof, done. But for at least in Nintendo 3DS kind of world, I know for a fact that it's a little bit different than just drag and drop. You have to use a special application. It's only in the homebrew one. It's only in the homebrew consoles in order for it to actually save them onto the drive. And that's specifically like how that works too. I need to find the zombie pigmen. Oh, come on, they spawned here. I saw them. Ooh. Okay, come on. Is it because they need low lights or something like that? But yeah, so I've been keeping track of like new Minecraft stuff. Apparently, we're now getting a cool item, which I thought it should have been in the game a long time ago. But hey, or at the very least, when they were trying to expand, I think Redstone for for beta 1.5. I thought that it would be in, but hey, it's fine. But yeah, so like I have a couple plans for 1.20 or 1.21. Sorry, not 1.20. We are playing 1.20, but for 1.21, I have several plans in place that I could do. So in case I am unable to finish what I'm currently working on for 1.21, don't get me wrong. There's another plan in place just in case. So if I'm unable to finish off that area, don't get me wrong. We still have a new one that we can go through. So that's good. Come on. It's because of the upper spawns, isn't it? It's because there's spawns above us. That's probably why it's not spawning anything else in here. Yep, that's probably it. Dang. Because I kind of need the experience, so... Oh, wait. Ah, there we go. And of course, if worst comes to worst, we'll just use Arcanix again, which I'll try and do a little bit of changes for the Arcanix that we'll be using, so at the very least, it's not going to be, like, identical, but... yeah. As I say, worst comes to worst, we'll be using Arcanix again, but... yeah, we'll be spending all this time kind of, like, doing this to resurrect Rosaria base from the Skulk, and yet, for some odd reason, we're going to be going back to the ship that we got as a gift from Lord Cube. It's like, seriously? Like, again, most of the time that I had was mostly just, like, absorbed into the Oblivion mods. I was trying to get that done as soon as possible, so they're like, that's done, and then I was going to go back to this, but then I would have a new idea, and a new idea, and a new idea, and a new idea, and then all of a sudden, though, like, it's already a month, and I haven't done anything for the Sercacraft series, but yet I've done a lot for the Oblivion series. Yeah, so I'm hoping, though, that next time I'll have more time specifically for this series. But hey, I'm here now. We can do it, so it's all good. Here now, putting some time in. So I've done most of the door, or I've done all the doors that I said I was going to do last time. I've done everything that I needed to do. Now I have a new plan for everything, which is going to be kind of exciting to talk about. But I want to wait until we have more of a visual, well, not visual aid, but until I can have, like, until I can leave with all the ancient debris that I need. So that it'll be easier just to kind of show off what I'm talking about. Because if I could show what I'm talking about, then at the very least it'll help me out a lot more into figuring out if it's actually going to look good. But pretty much, I was very sad though that like the redstone doors didn't work. Because I really liked the way that they looked in 1.12. You know, when they actually worked. Because when I tried to get them to work in 1. Well, I didn't try anything. When I activated them in 1.19, it kind of just broke itself. That's one of the things that I kind of don't like about redstone specifically in Minecraft. It's like on one version, it'll work flawlessly, and then the next version, it'll just not work, and you're just confused about why it's not working the next version. Then you have to revamp your design because, of course, something broke. And that's kind of the thing that I hate about my Oblivion mod too, is that like at one point, even what I'm currently doing right now, where I found another method to fix the Nebula Rift Ring. Even now, I have the same sort of idea. It's like, okay, why is this broken? Because it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm reading it, and I'm like, it makes logical sense. Why is this broken? Like, I am so confused, pretty much. Yeah, so I'm going to throw more time at the 1.21 base, so which means that the whole castle idea that I have for my Oblivion mod will be put on hold. Not indefinitely. Maybe I might, like, throw at least a little bit of time at it, but not a lot to say that it'll be done within record time. If worst case scenario happens, it won't happen during the Oblivion modded playthrough. Like, that's the best case scenario, is that it won't happen during the Oblivion modded playthrough, because that means that I'm devoted a lot more time onto the Minecraft series. Unless I can get Minecraft to finally work with my laptop, which it should, but anyway. I haven't really put much time into getting it to work that way. Because if I could do that, then that'd be amazing, because then that means I could put even more time on Arcanix and all that stuff. And then I could do even more crazy shenanigans, and then eventually finish off the area that I want, because I want to do cool stuff with it. And then each and every time I think about it, I go into the same kind of boat as I went with Sanctuary for my mod, where I'm like, is this really what I want? Like, what does this provide me? And I'm just like, oh no, I'm having that mindset again. But this time it's for a completely different game. And Minecraft has always had that kind of mentality for me since the base that I am. That is weird. Is that a loading bug? I guess so. And in case you were talking about one of my specials, I showed a giant mountain. I think it was the latest one that came out for 2023. Where it was about Mount Ridge Dam. That is the creation that ruined my entire creativity. And before anybody says, how did it ruin my creativity? Well, trying to fit a bunch of content kind of thing inside of one area or one building, and then running out of ideas, and you have to look online for more ideas for your own creation. That's kind of where I was. Like, I had no ideas on what I could do for it, so I went online and looked up for crazy, like, extra building ideas for big bases kind of thing. And then that's when I came up with the with the emergency room area kind of thing. And I think I came up with a different one too. I think it was the teleport room. I think it was the other one. It was either teleport or something else. I can't remember. And I came up with those. But then again, as I said before, and even now, there's still so many room. Like, there's still so much room that I could put other such creations like that in there. But I just didn't have any ideas for them. And this is back during, like, Minecraft 1.7/1.8. So you can already tell that it's not that I was limited, it's that, like, I just didn't really know what to put there. We didn't have, like, you know, we didn't have, like, you know, like, netherite stuff. And we didn't have shulkers by that time. And all that other such, like junk pretty much. We didn't have that then. So trying to come up with so many ideas with so few items in the game, and it just got crazy. And if you comment like, what happened to the terracotta and stuff like that? Those didn't exist in that time. Yes, they didn't exist then. Those were recent. But that doesn't mean though that like awesome. There you go. Do I have gold? Yeah, I have gold boots. That's weird. Anyway. But yeah, so Mount Ridge Dam pretty much just removed all traces of creativity from me. And even for Rosaria Base, trying to come up with something and then not being not abandoning it later on was difficult. Even trying to come up with something else other than the Arcanics, or even just coming up with something specifically for the Pixelmon adventures, coming up with like a new thing that we can go for kind of thing. Same idea. I kept throwing everything at the wall and nothing stuck to me, and then I'd stop working on it, then I'd go, okay, I'm done. There you go. All right. But that's the kind of thing though that I always have to deal with whenever I do it, is because my creativity's been shot from Ridge Dam. It's like every time I come up with an idea, it's like, okay, this is a cool blacksmithing room idea, and then all of a sudden it's like, but I already made a blacksmithing room in Ridge Dam, and then it's like, oh man, you're right, and then I feel so defeated because I've already done it before, and I actually kind of liked not really the block palette, but I liked the style that I tried to go for Mount Ridge Dams. Obviously, the block palette wasn't really the greatest. I could change it, but still, like... But then that means I'm just copying from Mount Ridge Dam. I'm not creating something new. And that's the problem, is that, like, I'm trying to create something new, trying to create something that's, you know, different. And meanwhile, my brain's just going, yeah, but we like Mount Ridge Dams. And I think during that time, I had a craze of just building, like, a giant sort of, like, open air room specifically for, like, the pets and stuff like that. But because, like, I've always kind of pictured, like, the wolves and the ocelots. That's how the cats were usually beforehand, where they were at the tame ocelots, and they would randomly turn into a cat. I would think that they would be enemies to each other. So instead, what I did is that I gave them separate rooms, but they were pretty much identical in designs. So yeah. The only thing is that I would give them different like amenities and stuff like that. So like the ocelots will get like a sand area specifically for like a litter box kind of thing. Even though I think gravel would fit the color better, but still, all it was there was just to symbolize, hey, look, this is a litter box. And I did. Plus, I don't like the texture of gravel. It's weird though because like back in old, I was at old Oblivion. Back in old Minecraft, I liked the original cobblestone texture. It had a dark and it had like a more of a solid look to it. That made it look very like made it look very sturdy kind of thing. Like it made it look like it was actually a building block you could actually use to build a structure with. For the lighter one, it looks like that it's, or for the current cobblestone texture, it doesn't really look that way. And the same thing I felt about the gravel too. Everybody's like, "You look at the old gravel, looks disgusting." And then when I look at the new one, I'm like, and everybody's like, "Wow, the new gravel looks so good." And I'm just like, you guys were harking, like you guys were ripping on the old one before. Now the old one looks like the best one by far. Like the old one looks better than this one. I like the original gravel. I mean, compared to the new one, compared this texture to the old one, it's no brainer. I like the original, but I might be like the only one that'll actually like it. Same with the cobble. I like the original cobble. It was like it was such a good like dark color to it. The only thing is that do I believe that it needed a like an upgrade? Of course, like. But I definitely gotta say though, this netherrack looks a lot better than the original. Oh my word, did netherrack ever needed to be changed? Back during the old days when before magma came out, what me and my friends would do for like spaceships such as the Arcanix and like for a Rosaria base and Razzacraft and Revacraft kind of thing, we would use netherrack because we were thinking though that like at some point Mojang was going to release it, you can put fire sideways. So like I could like light a fire on the side of this block and then it would spit out as if it was like that but on the side kind of thing. And then we thought that that was going to be a new thing that they were going to release because that would be amazing because then that means we could do accurate fire stunts in a Minecraft. And even though it wouldn't make much sense in the real world, but if this is Minecraft, this doesn't have to be like what happens in the real world. To be fair, this is like the real world. Dirt wouldn't just randomly fly in the air. There wouldn't be such things as sky islands. But hey, it's fine. Or at least sky islands that don't make sense. Yeah, because the new construction I want to make in 1.21 is going to be sort of like the big bad base that I want to make, or I want to use from now on. Not necessarily in different worlds, but just sort of like the epicenter. So like the next version, it'll be like our starter base kind of thing. Well, not really starter, but you get the picture. Like it's just going to be our base, and then for the versions beyond that, there'll be a reason why we're going to be going back to that area each and every time, kind of thing. So though sure we can use Razzacraft and Revacraft and all that stuff, kind of thing, and then it won't really change anything, to be fair, of how we do things, but under normal circumstances, yeah, like it's just gonna give us like a long, like it's gonna be like saying that you know, when you're camping kind of thing, and like an RV is like your home for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, no, you go back to your real home kind of situation. That's kind of like how I want to do with between not just Arcanix, but between like Rosaria base, Revacraft, Raza base, and all that stuff, though, is that like we use those as kind of like the RV kind of thing, and then we have like a big base slash home that's like sort of where we go back to after each and every adventure. I don't know. That's just kind of like how I feel about it, to be fair. The only thing is, I wonder if you can limit a world size. If that makes sense. And before anybody says, like, why don't you just limit, why don't you just limit how far you go from your base? What I mean is that you can set up, I guess you could set up a world border, but I mean, like, in a different way. I guess a world border would make sense. Is there a way you can make the world border invisible, though? So you don't see it, but you know it's there? If I have to use a resource pack, that's not that big of a deal. Or not resource pack, data pack to make it invisible. I don't mind doing that. Or even just using a built-in resource pack for single player world. Can you do that? Oops. There you go. That would be pretty cool. Because then if I can do that, that would be amazing. Because not only would that help me out in the end, pretty much. Okay, I don't really need experience right now. I just need to find more ancient debris. And no, I'm not trying to, like, revamp Mount Ridge Dam into it. Although I could, but I don't want to, because for Mount Ridge Dam to be used in the current version, I would rather use up its original sort of terrain kind of look. Like its original, like, vanilla look without my sort of, like, intervention kind of thing in its design. The only thing is that, like, I don't have that world, and even if I did have, like... Or not even if I did have the world, but, like, I used to have a schematic, I think, of the original terrain, I think, saved up somewhere. And now I can't find it anymore. So I can't even, like, look on my computer and go find the original terrain and then try and go through, like, a terrain searcher to kind of find it. The only thing I know is that it is an amplified world. That's as far as I got. And most of the front of the whole, like, sort of, thing is all, there, too. Oops. Yeah, most of the front of the base is all from the original sort of terrain, too. Or the original mountain, pretty much. The only thing that I pretty much changed was mostly just, like, the interior, just to create, like, a house kind of thing. Or a base of operations. Because that's pretty much all I really did. I don't think I changed much of anything else other than that. I'm just changing areas just in case I might find ancient debris over here rather than the other area. And look at that. Did I know it was here? Nope. Just thought that changing locations is really good. I know that it's like, can't remember what it was. It was like one, like you're guaranteed like 0.6 or something like that per chunk. That's why I was trying to look around, seeing if I can find it. I know bed bombing would be perfect, but I don't want to use bed bombs. I didn't really take a screenshot of the entrance of this area, did I? It's a shame, though. So we're going to be spending a few minutes trying to figure it out. If worst comes to worst, I'll just pause the recording and then leave. But yeah, but again though, like I've been trying to like get this area all finished up and ready to go. There's only like a couple handful things I need to do before I move everything to the current Minecraft version and plan everything out. But the problem is that each and every time I think about it, I get distracted with something else, like the Oblivion mod or Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, or you know, me just actually being bored and not wanting to do anything that day. Like that kind of stuff always happens. And then I get frustrated because then by the time that I do feel comfortable with it, I have to rush to go get it done because guess what? I waited too long and now it's like, you know, 1.21 is around the corner pretty much. Like there's already talks about something, and then when I looked in the wiki, it didn't show that there was any snapshots or something like that. So I don't know where people are hearing about the snapshot, but whatever, it's fine. The wiki that I look at didn't show it, and it's usually the wiki that everybody recommends, so meh. Maybe it's on the Mojang website. Maybe it's like it's a planned snapshot that's going to be released. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully by this weekend I'll get more of it done. Yeah, I think more of the Minecraft base done. Am I on 14? Yeah, I'm on 14, okay. I had a feeling I was on that level, but I couldn't quite remember. What are you gonna do with that? No. That child tried to arm himself with a weapon. Anyway. Yeah, so then if worst comes to worst, if I'm able to do the whole base idea, then that would be amazing because then we would have a central location in which that we will be in at all times, and then we will have an extra location that we'll be able to always get back to and gravitate towards. Plus, any cool idea I want, it's not like it has to go through the new base kind of situation, but like if it does, it's like, oh man, now I have a central location, and then that means like each and every time I go into a new Minecraft version, I'm not bringing in like every item that I ever owned, pretty much. Like I'm keeping it like close to my heart kind of situation, where it's like keeping all your cards close to you kind of thing. And I'm only bringing like the essentials, pretty much. Or I'm bringing in what I need, not like everything that I want. So, like, I'm not going to bring, like, 20 copies of the Behemoth Sword because I happen to build 20 copies of the Behemoth Sword. Or I'm not bringing in, like, 20 copies of the Travel Elytra because, oops, I accidentally made too many of them. I'm only bringing one. Yeah, because the base is going to house... I think it's okay that I mentioned this. I don't think it really matters if I do or don't. It's not like it's going to spoil anything. You guys don't know what the base actually will look like. So in the end, it's like your guys are getting to know what it's going to have kind of thing. So what it's going to have is it's going to have a Reva and Sercacraft on a side area because those two were pretty much just going to have everything that's pretty much made into it's pretty much made to pretty much show Sercacraft history. Pretty much the only thing it won't have is the bases necessarily, because while I probably do have the room for them, I don't have a lot of it. So I don't want to obviously throw in too much in there and then it's like, oh wait, I ran out of room because I wanted to add so much history to it, right? So I think the crafts are probably the best case scenario, because not only do they have more than enough room for it, but it makes sense. It's gonna have Voracle as well, because that's my favorite thing that I've used on Sercacraft. That's not even like that's not even saying like, oh, I don't like Rosaria base. I always liked Voracle. It's not that. It's that like out of anything that we've used for Sercacraft, I've liked Voracle, even though I know for a fact that Voracle won't work in any other Minecraft version other than the one that we are allowed to sort of be able to not crouch, but we're able to like sort of like go into that diving animation through like trapdoors, which I was very shocked that even Bedrock doesn't even have that too. I was like, what? Why doesn't Bedrock have that? But hey, it's fine, but still, like, it's just such a weird, like, situation, though, that Bedrock doesn't have it, but yet, like, Java does. Again, Java has a lot more stuff than Bedrock actually gets a hold of. But anyway, yeah, I was very confused by that, but anyway. And not only that, we can start throwing in, like, modded servers, maybe. Maybe. I know, like, there's a few mod packs I like, but the only unfortunate thing is that, like, some of them, there's one that I wanted to try out, but for some odd reason, it doesn't have a server, like, version of it for the mod pack that or for the mod launcher that I'm using, which is interesting because it is the one that has the Pixelmon stuff, which is interesting. And it also has all the mind you, Sercacraft isn't really a modded server. It's modded with quality of life features of data packs, which I guess you could say are mods, but hey, like, I'm not gonna say it's a modded server just because it uses data packs. Data packs are not really mods. They're more of like if you've ever played Oblivion, there is or even Skyrim pretty much. Well, Skyrim not really as much, but more Skyrim PlayStation kind of thing, where you can modify the stats of like an item, but that's it. That's your mod. Like, you can't add anything new, you can't add anything custom. And before you say though, like, oh, data packs can add something custom, I don't mean player heads. I mean like adding like a custom weapon that like anybody can make kind of thing. Like, you can't really do that. You have to either remove something that's originally in the game in order to kind of add your item in. And that's not what a mod does. A mod adds a separate entry to the game, unless it's supposed to change a vanilla item to be much higher, pretty much. I know there was a better furnaces, I think, data pack. That one doesn't work like the mod does. Because what it does is it changes a different item to function similarly to a furnace. It doesn't actually change much of anything. Like, it'll change, let's say, this netherrack block into a better furnace that you can interact like a normal furnace, sure, but it's a netherrack block at the end of the day. So pretty much, if you can find those blocks out in the wild, you'll be getting a lot of those furnaces, and that's not really what it should be doing. Look at the chunk loader system that we had in 1.16, which I think you can still get in the current one. Yes, thank you. We've got it. We can now leave. I gotta go figure out where the exit is. Hello there, buddy. Yeah, at some point I'll find stairs. Yeah. So yeah, so while our data packs that we use now are mostly just like tree chopping and stuff like that, like, you know, not vanilla functions, but they actually help out with their quality of life features, like being able to chop down one block and then the entire tree comes down. It actually doesn't technically break the game because of the fact that it still uses the same amount of durability. The only thing it's doing is it's actually saving you time. So instead of spending like, you know, a minute chopping down that entire tree, it takes you 2 seconds. Takes you 2 seconds to chop down an entire tree, so though you can save time for something else. And that I find is actually going to be like one of the best things you ever want for your sort of Minecraft playthrough kind of thing. Yeah, I don't really know where my thing is here. That's interesting. I may just go spectator in order just to take a brief peek. I should have taken a screenshot. I should have done that. But I didn't think that we would go too far. I mean, like... Yeah, let's see here. Can we see the entrance? Like, am I even going the right way, pretty much? Because this is where we were. It should be pretty easy to find my staircase going up. Doesn't really look like it. Ah, I broke it. That's why. Okay. I should have put a marker down or something like that for it then. It's right here. All right. There we go. Let's go and mark this out. There we go. Perfect. I don't even know where its spawn is, though. All right, well, we're in the Soul Sand Valley. That kind of helps. Oh, there we go. Bye. Come on. There you go. Perfect. All right. Yeah, so the portal's just going to take us back to where we were, but at least we have a pickaxe now, so we can actually just pick ourselves up. So hooray for that. That's the only reason why I think I spectated my way out was because I didn't have a pickaxe. It was because I didn't have a pickaxe, and I didn't know where we were. So now that we have a pickaxe, we can actually leave. How far down are we? There we go, okay. I don't know where I am. There we go. All right. Yeah, so now that we got enough ancient debris, we just need to use a lot of gold. Good thing we collected so much of it. Is there any way we can go up from here. Ah, yes, up. I don't really have a way up here. Okay. There we go. Okay. What? Oh, okay. That was weird. Oh, there we go. All right, we're down here. Perfect. And now we need to... Am I even... Come on, game. There we go. Perfect. There it is. There's the big boy. Okay, that door's closed. Okay. And this one should be open. No? Did I go through the front area then? I did. I did go through the front area. Okay, good. Wait, how did I leave then? Wait, hold on. How did I leave? The whole thing is... Oh, wait. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm a big freaking fool. I left through the portal, that's why. I was like, how did I leave then if all the doors are closed? We were in the Nether, and then we ended up here. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna go put this down. I'll put it down over here. Why not? All right, there, buddy. Are you still going? There's no way you're not. You're still going. Oh no, wait, you're still going. And what about you, buddy? You're still going. Okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I have an idea. All right. So I'm going to grab 6 coal. Should be more than enough. I think one of these is a blast furnace, I think. I changed one of these to blast furnace. Ah, blast furnace. You have a hopper attached to you. I don't want to use that one then. I want to use this one then. Perfect. There we go. All right, so in order for us to create ancient debris, or not ancient debris, netherite, we need to use these gold nuggets specifically to go and create gold bars. Gold ingots. Now, if I remember correctly, well, we have more than enough, by the way. But I'm just gonna make all of them into gold bars. There we go. That's a lot of gold bars for us. I laugh. We're gonna need nuggets instead. That would just be very, very silly on my part, though. I just did all that, and it's like, you don't really need that. All right. Anyway, yeah, so, like... oh, wait. I was thinking I needed to show something, but I can't remember what it was. I was like, I'm going to show this off later, and then my brain's like, oh, wait, I just forgot what it was. Oh, how I love my brain. This is how you make quartz block, right? Yeah. Yeah. I also need to put down a bunch of banners and those command signs down so I can stop trying to remember each and every mechanic this game has. What was the thing I needed to show off? Oh, right, the doors. Yeah. So, like, each and every one of these doors has, like, a cool, unique design that is there. So what I was thinking of doing was that this is the door, by the way. Was that I'll go creative mode just to show it off, but we also need to go to creative mode for a different reason anyway, so meh. So this is what the door over here looks like, by the way. that block, though. So that's what it looks like when it's done. So when it's closed. I think I might have to double check specifically in 1.12, but yeah, but if that's the case, that's a really cool design. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create command signs for this door. Sorry, for that door, this door and this door, because this is also a door, and this door, and obviously the one on the opposite side. And what I'm going to do is that for the redstone that's in between here, as you can see, I'm going to completely delete them. And I'm going to fill them, and I'm going to fill it completely in. Because obviously, we don't need them right now. So if I remember correctly, I need these again. Not really this one, but just because I didn't want it to feel left out. All right, so if I remember correctly, I have to do a little bit of modifications to one area in particular. So let me go do those modifications right now. We are here. Well, I should technically take off everything. No, that's not what I wanted. I'll just go and empty out my inventory. So don't accidentally delete anything that I don't need. That would happen. This is me we're talking about here. So this is usually what I do whenever if I need to do anything in creative mode. For this kind of stuff. It doesn't really happen, but it's just for right now. I just don't want to accidentally click like shift click and then to go, oh my word, I just removed everything. So now if I shift click this, it doesn't remove anything, which is good because that's exactly what I want. All right, so which one's the so these doors are actually easy. So like these doors are going to be easy to do with this because it's going to be good. It's these ones. So I think, yeah, so this won't change anything. So let's just take a look at this. Okay, so no, so that means there we go. Perfect. So I gotta check to make sure that one didn't actually break anything. While we are here, let's go double check to see if it actually broke anything. I don't see anything broken. That's good. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright, so now we need to go and figure out... I don't remember where it's located. Ah, here it is. So I need this specifically, and then slowly but surely, I'll go and replace all these double slabs with these smooth stones. The textures are the exact same, but it's just because, like, it makes everything much easier. Okay. And the portal one, I don't really know how it would work. And I didn't put it in exactly where it should be. So hopefully I get it right. It's probably not gonna be the same. I think I put it here. Aha! There we go. Perfect. Nice. And that means this one's this way. Aha! Yeah, the only thing I'll do is that for these two signs, what I'll do is I'll have a nether portal destroyer built into it. Or nether portal displayer kind of thing, or whatever. Just right now, I don't really care. I have the two portal signs built up, so that's good. Yeah, so I did that. So the other thing I got to do is this is open, right? Yes. So this is the left one. So left door. close and left door open. So if this is close, it does what I want, and then this is door open. There we go. Yeah, I did it. I did this. I was working on something. I was working on the Oblivion mod yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? I might as well go work on this too. I just got to figure out which one's open so that I can change it. So you are lock. So you are open. And then you are lock. There we go. See, that looks a lot better. Well, mind you, it would look a lot better if I put like little designs here and there. But see, the thing is that this already uses up 2 of the like I can't put too much design in this because you only have 4 command slots. And for this to lock, I'm already using 2. So it's like I can't be doing it I can't be doing it all the time. So which is open. So that's lock. This is open. Right? Yeah. So that's open. This is lock. Yeah, this one doesn't really make much sense, and that's because of this, but you know what? It's fine. I can obviously change it later on, so I can actually change Arcanix a little bit later on so that it fits, but yeah. So in order for you to do this, you have to change the axis of the block itself. And then the same thing goes for like this bottom area too. I think the opens are in the center area over here, correct? Yeah. I think this is the lock area. Yep. And if I remember correctly, because I changed it, yeah. It only works for the axes. Like, see, like, that looks pretty cool because it looks like it's a different texture. The only thing is that, like, in order for me to go those really cool textures, I have to literally go and into the thing and actually change it. But again, I'm so limited in how much space I have. Even though I think that this would look a lot better if it was sideways, but still, eh. I think up and down for the bottom area looks a lot better than just going side to side. Although technically, I would love to go like up and down for this. But see, the thing is that like if you go towards the other side, you can tell like you can tell that it doesn't belong because of the fact that like this here. But that's such an easy fix though, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, you can tell like this door doesn't belong here at all. And same thing with the opposite side, and I think same thing with down here as well. Yeah. Like it doesn't necessarily fit. Like even if the inside just had this little crevice, it doesn't really matter because you're not really meant to see that crevice kind of thing. Because the doors are supposed to be open. And even like up here, for instance, there's a gap here. So it's like, where did this come from? And that's kind of like where I am right now, is that I'm noticing these small little things and it's like, okay, now I want to change them. But right now, let's worry about the whole storage situation first. Or at least I have to worry about the whole storage situation. So that at the very least, though, the entire situation is now done and over with. And we can move on to doing all those cool extra stuff that I want to do. And by the cool extra stuff, I mean, like, actually put down banners. Alright, so we have another 8 scrap. Actually, I should probably grab everything else, though. Sure. There we go. Okay, 1, 2... Yeah, that's fine. I'll go stick a justice over here, I guess, for now. We will move this stuff over to here. Lord Cube should be happy because we got everything legitimate. And we didn't go to a different like we didn't grab anything from different versions. We made this pickaxe. We used technically enchanted books from different versions, but hey, Lord Cube didn't say anything about that. The only thing that Lord Cube said is that we can't use netherite specifically from different worlds. Anyway, we need to create the red ingots. And there you go. Perfect. And now we can create a block of netherite. There we go. And through this block of netherite, we shall now go all the way up here. I'm really gonna build that elevator system. Oh my word. Where's the? Oh, right, it's one more floor. I really need to build that elevator system. My word. And I gotta build it the map system too. That'll be fun. Oh, I went the wrong way. It's over here. There we go. Yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, you'll see it. Place all your items in the main area below us. Get ready for the task ahead. When you have collected the netherite block, you must collect the necessary materials and that I can view it. I will send a message where to put it. Oh, before I forget, you may use this vessel as a base of operations. If you want, a friend of mine made it and gave me permission to use it how I please. So I am entrusting you with, what was the name of this vessel again? Ah, yes. Allow me, Lord Q, to welcome you to the Arcanex. Yep. So I'm going to put this netherite block over here. Yeah, because I didn't put anything for it. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. So we finished. We finished Lord Cube's mission. So what's now? Well, again, I need to go kind of work on this whole storage room. I think most of it is still in disarray. And I can destroy these again. But I'll just do that on my own time. And each and every one of these double slabbed... Excuse me. All these double slab blocks like this, I'm going to get rid of them. And I'm going to replace them with the smooth stone. But I'm going to slowly work my way around. So I'm not technically going to go and do it all at once. I'm going to go and slowly build up my way to finishing it that way. So though at the very least, like it will be done, but it'll be done in a way that like it doesn't make me get too tired of it and go like, I spent about 30 hours on Arcanex. It's like, what did you do? It's like I replaced one block with a different one. And it's like, okay then. I think the one that I did do, or the one technical area I did do was this one. I think, right? Yeah, I replaced this one. Because I was working on this, and then I was seeing a bunch of the double slabbed areas, and I'm like, you know what? Get rid of. And then I did that. And I gotta go build the farm area too. Yeah, I gotta go put this stuff away. Yeah, maybe what I'll do after I'm done recording this is that I'll try and see if I can get it to work with, try and get the Minecraft to work with the laptop. Because I've just been so focused on the Oblivion mod, and then I want to kind of at least put a little bit more time into this. Because I find that this deserves more attention than what I've been giving it. And it's very sad, though, that I have to say it that way, because it's like, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't necessarily be that, like, I feel so so distraught at the fact that, like, I have to work on something for my channel kind of thing. Or I have to work on something in Minecraft kind of thing. See, the only thing is that, like, if I do the whole base idea, I don't need this crane thing anymore. Maybe I might keep it for sentimental reasons, or I might cut it down or something like that, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, all of these will be chunked down into the smooth stone kind of thing. All the pathways will be chunked down to smooth stone things. Hey, Iron, how you doing? Oh, you're doing pretty well. We're gonna go start chunking you back down to iron blocks now. Are you kidding me? There we go. Close enough. Good. All right. Let's do that for now. Gold is next. All right. There we go. Perfect. Now I can go through more of the nether stuff. Yay, nether. But at the very least, yeah, so at least we're done with Lord Q's mission. That means I have to do more stuff off screen. But at the very least, that gives me more opportunities to go work on this area. As I said, most of the areas down here are mostly done. I just need to actually find spots specifically for them. Or at the very least, though, like I need to create more storages specifically for each and every one of these items, so that way, though, like they now have a spot and they all are named perfectly. Because as you can see, this doesn't even say ladder box; it says light gray shulker box, which I need to change to ladder box, of course. And then same thing with the rails. The rails don't even have their proper names. Same thing with the transportation, although I think some of these do. Yeah, just not all of them do. And in case you're just joining us for this particular version, the reason why those items specifically are like that or named in that particular way is because they came from 1.12. Yeah, they came from a 1.12 version, and I just didn't rename the shulkers to be of the name that I wanted to because I've already named them on this version, so why would I rename them again? I already named shulkers with those specific names, so why would I rename them again? If that makes sense. I'm just gonna do this. Although I think most of these I don't have. Sentry. I don't think I have it though. Oh, Sentry. I do. Okay. Vex, I know that for fact. Wild armor. Wild armor. Yeah, a friend gave me this, and he also told me that you can do something really cool with this, so I want to take a look at that. Wayfinder? Is there not a Wayfinder one? Nope. Okay. So these are sorted based off of what they look like in the creative mode menu. Okay. And there we go. Perfect. All of you are going back into the same spots that you should be going to. Perfect. And if they're not back in the same spots, I could always just move them back. Anyway, so we're going to go with host, ward, silence, tide, snout, rib, eye, and spire. Let's see here. So we got host. I don't think I have that. Yeah, I don't really have that. Okay, ward. Ward. Perfect. Silence. I just saw that not too long ago. There we go. Perfect. And all of these, by the way, all of the shulker colors pretty much represent what the item requires or what the item's color looks like pretty much. So like snout here requires, I think it's like blackstone, I think. I think think it's like Blackstone or something like that. So it makes sense for it to have like a black shulker box kind of thing. That's rib, and then that's the eye one. Perfect. Show. Put down, put down, put down, put down, put down. And this what? That's the Spire one. That's the Ward one. Yep. That's the Silence one. Tide. And for these kinds of stuff, though, I'm only going to keep like one shulker of each. Like, I'm not going to go like crazy like I did with like the ladders and stuff like that, where I went with like a crazy full barrel of it, because at least with these items, from what I can remember, or from not what from what I can remember, from what I have been told, and slash what I have read as well, is that if we like, let's say this coast armor, because it looks really nice, what I can do is I can grab it. I don't remember what it requires, though. I don't remember the block. I know the color of the block, which is really good, but I don't remember what the block actually is, though. I clicked on the wrong link. All right, let's see here. What is the actual block, though, for it? Let's see here. Smithing template. All right. No? Is it not called that? What? I'm confused here. It's not giving me the whole thing now. Why isn't it not giving me the whole thing? I don't understand. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go and there we go. Okay. So just under here that it tells you anything about it? Smithing template. Now it's not even just telling me, like showing me the smithing templates now. What is going on here? That is so weird. Like I click on smithing template and then it tells me, hey, yeah, we're going to redirect you. Like what? Okay, what if I search smithing template then? No? Okay, what if I go with coast armor then? Coast armor. No, it's almost like they just removed it entirely. What? I am so confused by this nonsense. This is so weird. Alright, just search by Minecraft version. I am not gonna go and, like, get lost in this. Unless they called it something different. No, it's not even letting me look at the crafting recipe for it. I'm not joking. I literally looked it up like a week ago. Or whenever I did all this stuff, which was probably 2 weeks ago. So I don't know what this one is, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna use the netherite one, or not netherite, the netherite upgrade one, because that one at least I kinda have an idea of what it looks like. Oh wait, I have one upstairs. I have one upstairs that I could use. Okay. I have another one that I could use that's up here, I think. Is it in this one? No, it's in this one then. There it is. Okay, it's in this one then. I'll throw you here, why not? Alright. So this one I think requires netherrack, and you need diamonds, I think. I think I have some spare diamonds down here. Do I have spare diamonds down here? No. Definitely know I have some down here. Diamonds. Yeah, they're not color coordinated as I would like, but hey, it's fine. There we go. Alright, so if I remember correctly, we need to put this up here, diamonds all around, and then the block in the middle? Yeah. And there you go. And then that's how you create them. So pretty much what it does is that it consumes one to give you two. Or if you want, you can say it doesn't actually do that. What it does is that you take the plans that this gives you and then you recreate it through this method. But pretty much it's just duplicating. And then that's how you create multiple of the smithing templates. Each and every one has a crafting recipe. For some odd reason, the wiki that I use is either broken. Oh, maybe it's a different one that I'm using. Wait, is it even the right one that I'm using? Yeah, it's the Minecraft fandom thing, but maybe there's a different one that Minecraft smithing template wiki. Let's see if that happens. Yeah, see, because fandom always pops up first. Let's see, this one even explains smithing template. Yeah, because it just tells me like it's redirecting me to smithing template. But it doesn't actually show anything, so that's interesting. Weird. That is very, very strange. Maybe one of my other Minecraft sites that I go to will actually show me how to make it. Smithing template. There we go. Yeah, they tell you where it is. Oh, they don't tell you how to dupe it, though. They tell you, yeah, they tell you where to find it, but they don't give you the crafting recipe specifically for it, though. That is very sad. Yeah, they tell you how to make the smithing table. Yeah, they don't tell you anything. Huh, weird. Maybe Mojang is cracking down on them for some odd reason? I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much that. So pretty much just find out what the item is and then just do it. It's so weird, though, because I could have swore, though, that, like... Because that's how I learned how to do everything else. So I'm trying to figure out why they would even remove that. That's so weird. Anyway, yeah. That's pretty much it. End portal frame. Yeah, that's definitely cheated, but... None of these have anything interesting in them, so I could definitely do something... really interesting with this stuff. I think this stuff I needed to put down somewhere, so I can go put these down over here. Not more stuff, but yeah. I think this is because they came from a different world. And that I was like, you know what? I'll go work on that later. And then I completely forgot. But it's okay, because I can work on them now. Yeah, these aren't even color coordinated. And I can start by moving all this stuff around too. Yeah, so I'll move Heart of the Sea over here, though. Because I want it to be kind of like tucked away in the back, but I don't want it to be too I don't want it to be too tucked away in the back. I just want it tucked in the back, so though it takes a little bit and stuff like that. And just in case I never actually showed it off because I don't remember, and that's unfortunate because technically I should remember. Everything in Rosaria bases like underneath area is here and sorted into the same way that it is. So like this is all of what it is, and I like it because it actually looks like better than what it would be. So that's kind of like this is where I've kind of stashed them, and I really quite like the way that I did it this way. So this is like every sort of like breeding kind of like breeding stuff, and then I'm gonna obviously label them too, but I haven't really been doing that obviously. Obviously for this I haven't really been doing that as of late. Technically most of this area I haven't really been doing. Come on, man. This is supposed to have scaffolding too, so you can easily get in and out. I think most of these are supposed to have scaffolding. That's the whole reason why these blocks are here, so that you can put scaffolding down. So there's only going to be 2 spots for it. That's interesting. I thought there would be more than that. Maybe I was thinking of it, but eh. Anyway, come on. I can, I can, I can do it. Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you, character. Aw, man. Come on. Eh. As I said, there's supposed to be scaffolding here, but I obviously didn't think of it. Alright. Anyway, so that's all that nonsense pretty much done and out of the way. And that's going to be it for now. As I said, next time, hopefully, a lot more stuff has been taken care of. Hopefully, these will be done. Actually, I think I can turn these off. I definitely know that the gold should be done. I don't know about the iron, though. Is the iron done? Yeah, the iron's done. So that should help out with a lot of the lag that I've been experiencing lately. Yeah, that should help out with a lot of the lag that I've been experiencing. Alright. So next time, hopefully, Lord Cube will give us a message. Tell us exactly what needs to be done. I don't know. And hopefully, at the very least, majority, if not this entire area, will finally be finished. That is the plan. That is the goal. I'm hoping that a lot of this area will be completely done, and maybe I think that. Wait, hang on a second. I think most of my storage down here, at least for the newer items, for what is it? I think it's deep slate. Yeah, for like deep slate and stuff like that. Maybe I'll ask my friend if he's been mining them down or something like that, so that I can like kind of fill this up, kind of thing. And then hopefully all of these areas will be named and ready to go, kind of thing. So yeah. So I'll see you guys next time for some more Sercacraft.